So thank you all very much for coming to this special day. Very special thank you to my grandparents and Jerry's parents, for whom, without most of us here, would be possible. Right, well, I have known my dad for all my life, believe it or not. I was horrified to discover that one of the best man's duties included getting the groom dressed. I honestly thought I had a good 20 years before I had to do that. I was honoured when my dad asked me to be best man, and surprised to finally hear him admit after all these years I am the best man. But upon reflection, it was probably a wise choice, considering I didn't know him for the first 25 years of his life. I did do some digging into his past, however, but the stories I unearthed weren't really suitable for this audience. Until I met you, that was. And to be honest, the more I found out, the more embarrassed I got anyway. So what can I say about my dad? Warm, genuine, kind, fair, good sense of humour. These are all qualities that I have got to help put up with his difficult personality. My dad has always had a competitive nature, hence the nickname, Competitive Dad. I could talk for ages about how we'd play rounders or cricket in the garden. I'd bowl the ball underarm towards the wicket, only for him to smash the ball over 3 sets of neighbours' houses. And then ask me to get the ball back. Monopoly was one of my dad's favourite competitive sports. Yes, to him, Monopoly was a sport. He always had to be the banker. He would ask for the cheapest room in the hotel, and he would refuse to pay the maintenance fee, as he could always do them cheaper himself. Dad has always been a hard-working man. He has now been in the fire brigade for 30 years. He is dedicated to fire safety and prevention. As a firefighter, it is very rare that you bring your practical side of fighting fires home with you. He did once, however. He'd been doing a bit of gardening in the garden, believe it or not, and seemed that a good bonfire was a good idea. Now, the ground was a bit damp, so he thought a bit of petrol on the bonfire will help aid the ignition of it. What can I say? He set fire to the grass, all the plants, right up to the boundaries of the fences, leaving us kids to run inside. Now, you'd never see him harm a lawn like that anymore. You'd quite often see him crawling around on his hands and knees, picking the weeds out of the grass. Jerry knows. I've seen Jerry's face when he does this, and I'm not sure if it's fear for his mental state or just jealousy that the grass is getting more attention. Now to Jerry.
Oh yeah.
What can I say? What can I say? She wears her huge heart on her sleeve, and I can honestly say that I am truly grateful she's become part of my family. She is great for my dad too, the way they bounce off each other and compromise most disagreements, show their true love for each other, unless it includes picking a suitable car only for Jerry to dislike the hideous walnut dashboard. Sorry Phil, I think that was your car. They make a really great couple, and I'm sure they'll have many happy years together. All that is left to do now is congratulate the happy couple, and I'll leave you with these final words. Marriage in this day and age is far from easy. With all the external pressures of day-to-day life, you will need to grow together in mutual trust and understanding, whilst not forgetting what first brought you together in the first place. In other words, may your love be modern enough to survive the times, but old-fashioned enough to last forever. Ladies and gentlemen, please raise your glasses to the happy couple, Mr. and Mrs. Burrows.
Mr. and Mrs. Burrows. Here, here.